Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? So I want to come over here and discuss a very important topic. So I am subscribed to this YouTuber named Sister Noble, aka Alberta Parrish, and there are a lot of things this YouTuber says that I do not agree with. And there are some other stuff that she says that I do agree with. And she makes some really good points. So recently, Sister Noble talked about and did a live stream about this guy named Natureboy, okay? Now prior to that, I did not know who the fuck Natureboy is, but now I know. And when I watched her live stream, that's when I began to, that's when I became very interested in Natureboy. And as I learned and read a lot of stuff about him, the things I was reading about him was just really disturbing. So, Natureboy, that's not his real name. I don't know what his real name is, but I will look after this video. But Natureboy, he is a cult leader of this cult group called Carbonation. Okay, it used to be called Melanation, but it was rebranded Carbonation, and that cult following that he leads, they believe and hold a lot of stuff that would be considered New Age thinking. They do not believe in taking a bath. They do believe that America is Babylon, spoken of in the Bible. What else? They don't take a bath. They don't believe in hygiene. They believe that defecating on the base of trees is healthy. And Natureboy requires from all members in this group that they hand over all of their credit cards, their PIN numbers, their bank accounts, their social security numbers. He asks that they all hand over their personal lives in order for them to focus on worshiping the group, okay? And this dude believes that he is God. He calls himself the Messiah. But he does some really awful stuff, okay? He also doesn't believe in taking medication, which that I agree with. I don't believe that the crackers, conventional medications are of any good. But when this elderly woman joined his occult and was suffering from heart disease, he told her not to take any of her medications because he believes that all sicknesses, all diseases are psychological. So this woman ended up dying, and instead of finding holistic ways to cure this woman of her sickness, he let her to die instead. And I believe he should be charged for neglect and abuse of the elderly. Okay? So, he's been, in the past, he has traveled to a lot of Central American countries like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Honduras. And all of those countries kicked him out because they viewed him as a national threat with all the stuff that he's doing, all the over-sexualized stuff he was doing, and a lot of people believed and alleged that he was there to traffic children and women, okay? What else do I remember reading about him? So he got kicked out, and he got kicked out of several Central and South American countries. And on one occasion, him and his cult members, him and all his followers in his cult, in his occult, got rejected from boarding an airplane when they were getting deported back to the United States because of their overwhelmingly bad hygiene. And that's because, like I said, they do not believe in hygiene. They don't excuse me, I just ate. They don't believe in taking a bath. Okay? So last year, they went to Hawaii, and they got arrested, and they got deported back to the U.S. mainland for breaking quarantine rules. They were, again, doing a whole bunch of weird stuff, such as playing with sea turtles on the beach. I laughed when I read about that. What the heck were they doing with those poor turtles? I don't know. Probably having sex with them with all their weird ideologies and beliefs. So, they got kicked out of several Latin American countries. Now they got kicked out of Hawaii. So, and a former member of the group named Velvet left the group because she couldn't stand all of the weird stuff that he was doing. And so she left the group so that she can call him out for all the debauchery and demonic stuff that he's doing. And believes that he needs to be put in a mental asylum, which I agree with, okay? Natureboy has been highly alleged to be engaging in pedophilia, child molestation, and raping of women, okay? And before he founded this occult group, he was a former prostitute, okay, a former male prostitute. He was a former stripper, and he used to be a gay model. And he also acknowledged and admitted that he had sex with several men. Okay, so here's a guy who is bisexual and has had sexual intercourse with men and children. Okay, and exploiting women and making them his bitches. Okay, and you see, these are the kinds of things that needs to be discussed in the black community more. Okay, because you have a rampant amount of men in the black community who are just like Natureboy, who are very, very, very disrespectful towards black women and women in general, and think that they can do just whatever they want with black women. They think they own black women. They think they have superiority over black women. Oh yeah. He also said that he also believes that women are inferior to men, and that women are created to be subservient to men. Okay, which led me to remember this group also believes in polygamy. Okay, he believes in polygamy. He believes women are inferior to men are superior to all, and that the only purpose that women have in life is to have sex with men and make babies with them. And he believes that men should marry as much women as much as possible and father as much children as possible. Okay, that's what he believes in. This is the kind of stuff, this is the kind of debauchery that goes on in the black community. Okay, it's not just rap music that's destroying the black community. It's not just drugs, alcohol, all these kinds of illegal shit that's destroying the black community as a whole. It's not just the music industry. It's people like Natureboy, black men like Natureboy, who are the reason why the black community all over the world are in the current condition that they're in. Okay? And I'm not saying that all black men are like this. There are a handful amount of decent black men, but on the other hand, there are a handful amount of debaucherous black men like Natureboy who are destroying the black community as a whole. Okay? And you see, black people can't talk about nation building, empowering themselves, and reclaiming their history, but ignoring subjects and matters like this one. Okay? Black men like Natureboy need to be caught out of the black community. Okay? Yes, I understand it is the crackers' fault. It's the white devil's fault that black people are doing the stuff they're doing today because he has told them a lot of destructive lifestyles. Okay? You also Lil Nas X, whatever the fuck his name is, was doing a video having sex with Satan. Okay, and we all know that Lil Nas X is just a tool for the white devil to use against the black community, to paint a negative picture on the black community and destroy black people as a collective. Okay? You also saw what those two women were doing on the Grammys, okay, twerking. Downplaying orgasms in front of a huge crowd of people, okay? Yes, I understand that the white man is doing these stuff on purpose just to destroy black people, but black people also need to take responsibility and call out on this crap because many of them have deliberately choose to partake in these demonic stuff and embrace these demonic stuff, condone and praise this and praise all of the debauchery that's happening around the black community today. Okay? The only way for black people to be really empowered and successful is for them to call out people like Natureboy. Okay? There are several petitions. I've seen several petitions on social media and on the internet calling for Natureboy to be banned from social media, but nobody is signing those petitions. Nobody's having Natureboy banned from social media. You see, these devils, they act like they care about you by canceling all of these cartoon characters and books, all these Disney movies and Dr. Seuss books that have a history of racism towards black people. They act like they care about you by canceling all of that and banning them from running or being published. But they don't want to ban people like Lil Nas X, Natureboy, Beyonce, Cardi B, all those no good black people who are just doing a huge disservice to black people and are being used as a tool by these white devils. Okay? And that's what Malcolm X meant when he says that they give you symbolic victories than any real victories at all. Okay? It doesn't make sense for black people to be so happy that 6 of Dr. Seuss's books have been banned because of racist imagery that portrays people in ways that are wrong. When you same people are the same ones who listen to all these destructive rap musics and embrace people like Lil Nas X and Natureboy, okay? Black people like these need to be dealt with and permanently ostracized from the black community because they're doing black people no good, okay? It's high time for black people to start teaching their children high morals, because prior to the civil rights movement, when black people were living in segregation, they had their own successful businesses and they weren't partaking in any activities like these, okay? Now that you've integrated with the cracker, you have engaged in And I've had in certain ways just like the cracker, okay. It was very unbelievable to me when I read that this group, which is predominantly run by black people, do not believe in bathing, okay. The belief in not bathing, the habit of not bathing, is something of the cracker, okay. You remember during the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, and the Renaissance, they kept getting hit by plagues because they were unsanitary as fuck. And guess who taught them how to bathe and take care of their bodies? The Black Moors. Okay? Pedophilia. That is something that never, ever, ever, ever originated from black people. It's something that originated from the Greco-Roman era when men had sexual attractions towards younger boys and had sex with them. Okay? And to see black people partaking in all these kinds of activities right now is just unbelievable. And it shows you how denatured black people have been, okay, by the devil. That's what the scripture says for black people who are the chosen ones of God to separate and come out from all these heathens and devils, okay? Black people, you really need to start calling out more on people like Lil Nas X and Natureboy, who mean you no good at all. Okay? You really need to start calling out these devils and ostracizing them from your communities. Okay? Because guys like these are the reason why there are a lot of black men in the black community. Why there are a lot of nature boys and Lil Nas X in the black community. And why a lot of black women feel like they cannot trust black men. And these are the races of no good men. Okay? These other no good races of men. Okay? Everything that the cracker has done throughout history is to destroy you. Everything he does, everything he creates is to destroy you. Okay? But at the same time, it's also black people's fault for choosing to deliberately engage in these kinds of behaviors and promote these kinds of behaviors throughout the black community. Okay? Just because other black people don't want to hear what they want to hear and don't want to hear what they don't want to hear, doesn't mean we shouldn't turn a blind eye to this and not call this all these demonic stuff in the black community out. Okay? I thought twice before making this video. Because I sincerely love black people and care for black people, I decided to also do this video, okay? It's not enough for a few black people to call out people like Natureboy and Lil Nas X. We all gotta call out these devils, okay? And run them the fuck away from the black community, okay? Natureboy, Lil Nas X, Cardi B, all these no good black rappers and entertainers are there to destroy black people and work for the devil. Okay? And like I said, we must not turn a blind eye to this. We need to continue calling this stuff out for what it is, because this is still a huge problem in the black community. Okay? This is why a lot of people around the world think black people are so degenerate and so violent. Okay? Because of the stuff black people are doing to themselves and not doing anything to help themselves. Okay? This is why people don't take black people seriously when they say that they're the children of the Most High. They're the real Israelites, they're the real Jews. But yet, all the stuff that you're doing is ungodly. And when you go out trying to prove to these people that you're the real Jews, you're the Israelites, you're God's chosen people, people laugh at you, okay? I as non-black, get ridiculed and laughed at by other people for acknowledging and telling the truth that black people are Israelites, are God's chosen children. Why? Because of the stuff black people continue to do today. All this degenerate mess. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. It needs to be called out. Okay? That's the only way. That is one of the only ways. Not just from separating from these crackers and building your own nation society. One of the many ways that black people can really be truly liberated and empowered is to get rid of all these destructive lifestyles and cultures from their communities. Call out people like Natureboy and run them the fuck out of the black community where they do not belong and shouldn't belong. Okay? Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come over here and help shed light on Natureboy and the men who are just like Natureboy. I hope you learned something good from this video. And if you want to watch Sister Noble's live stream, she did 2 live streams on Natureboy. You can go check her out. Her YouTube channel is called Sister Noble, and you can find her videos on him there. Okay? Please share this message. Like I said, I hope you learn from it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.